not, doing an imitation of Kathy Bates, but you can, it's absolutely Annie Wilkes. So I wasn't too sure about the series, but the Annie Wilkes story was quite compelling, and I if you are fascinated by her as a character, then it's a good watch, definitely.
My favourite line is the end one, and then I've got a question for you.
Oh.
My favourite one is towards the very end of the film, and it's spoken by Paul, where he just says, "I still think about her once in a while," which I think is kind of both terrifying, but also kind of sweet, because there was an emotional connection, which sounds crazy, but it's not like Stockholm Syndrome. Or is it? Yeah, it kind of is like Stockholm Syndrome, really. Like, he obviously wanted to escape, but then you could kind of feel that he felt sorry for her, or started to feel sorry for her to a degree.
Yeah.
So I just thought that line kind of threw everything up in the air in a good way.
Sure.
So,
I mean, it's almost a shame. Like, they probably could have lived happily together.
Sorry, I'm going to do bunny ears, inverted commas. Really?
Well,
Really? You sure about that?
The reason everything went south was because Buster turned up.
Yes, but she had spoke about killing him prior to Buster turning up.
Well, sure. I mean, Paul
Next
messed
time
it
I
up.
might have another bullet in there,
If Paul just kind of waited and, if he was a bit more convincing...
If he just did what he was told.
Yeah, he could have just, I mean, she waited on him hand and foot. Come on.
He is ungrateful. I mean, that's the thing about people who have been kidnapped, isn't it?
Kidnapped.
I do not mean that. My lawyers have told me to say. Right. What is your favourite Stephen King adaptation?
Now there's a question. It might be this, actually. It might be Misery.
Okay.
But...
If I tell you what, top 3.
Oh, crikey. You go first.
Okay. It's kind of obvious, really. Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Just because I think that's a piece of cinematic masterpiece. That is cinema gold right there. Then, strange. This one's the odd one. It, Chapter 1. Definitely not Chapter 2. I really, really liked It, Chapter 1.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I think it had every part of the book that it needed to have. I think the kids were fantastic. It set the tone brilliantly. Obviously, it was changed from the 50s to the late 80s.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Just brilliant. I loved all of it.
Yeah, it was great.
And then third, most people would say The Shining.
Yeah.
But as I said a couple of days ago, not a massive fan of The Shining. I think I might either go The Mist, just because of that ending. That bloody ending. Oh, Jesus. Or Creepshow.
Yeah, I think Creepshow is definitely in my list. And Misery, and I like Pet Sematary. I know that's controversial.
Wait, hold on, which one?
The first one.
Okay, because I don't.
No, I know you don't. That's why I said it's controversial.
It's terrible.
I like it, and there's one of the most kind of heart-wrenching things. There's the bit where the little boy dies, and the father's reaction is just, it made me cry, honestly. And then the little boy comes back, and he's terrifying. Scariest kid in cinema. But I don't know. Can't. It Chapter 1 as well, probably. Yeah. Over Pet Sematary.
So wait, hold on. So
I agree with you. Apart from
Misery.
Yeah.
It Chapter 1.
Yeah.
And then Pet Sematary. Yeah.
Yeah. And Creepshow.
And Creepshow.
So that's
4. Want me to
4.
give you top 5? I like all of them. They're all really brilliant. Especially Dreamcatcher.
But
Dreamcatcher's shit. Sorry.
I haven't seen it.
I've sworn quite a bit. I'm such a dirty birdie. I'm so sorry.
But I mean, I've read or listened to the audiobooks of a lot of Stephen King stuff, and actually one of the better adaptations is Mr. Mercedes, which was a TV series.
Yeah, ABC, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was excellent, actually. That's really unsettling as well.
I only watched a bit of it, but from what I could see, it was like I didn't want to see another couple of series of it. It could have been wrapped up in one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But then there was a program called The Outsiders. Mm-hmm. Was it not the Stay Gold one?
No.
Which was based on a Stephen King novel, which I just got bored of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think Stephen King is very on and off. I mean, 1408 is an okay film. Mm-hmm. Dreamcatcher is a terrible film. Mm-hmm. I should stop saying film, but story. Should say.
Yeah.
The Shining is a very good story, and there's brilliant parts of the book which are really freaky. Carrie, oh god, that's a really scary book. I found Carrie very, very scary. Misery was very, very scary when I first read that. And yeah, but again, for every Misery, every Shawshank Redemption, every Stand By Me, you get The Cell or Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher.
I mean, even if you think about the book of It, I mean that even has its amazing bits, and then
it's like 600 pages in it.
Very, very, very long.
Yeah.
But parts of it are brilliant. Parts of it you think what, because it's got the whole cosmic turtle nonsense. So yeah, he is very hit and miss. Okay. But I still love him. Yeah. Why don't you give us some facts?
Okay, so I've got these from IMDb. Some you can look them up. There's not loads on Misery, and some may not be the most interesting, but these are the ones which I found most interesting. After refusing to speak about his motivations for writing Misery for 2 decades, Stephen King finally came out and stated that it is intended about his battle with substance abuse. Kathy Bates' character is a representation of his dependency on drugs and what it did to his body, making him feel alone and separated from everything, while hobbling any attempts he made at escape. In his statement, he said he did not come out with it all the time because he was not ready and because he was afraid it would detract from the story.
Wow.
James Caan once showed up on set hungover, and all the scenes he had shot that day were unusable. Rob Reiner told Caan that he had to do the scenes again because there was a problem at the lab. When Caan learned that it had nothing to do with the labs, he offered to cover the money he lost to the studio.
Oh.
When Kathy Bates picked up her Oscar, well done, Kathy Bates, in her acceptance speech, the one thing she said was humorously, "I would like to thank Jimmy Caan and apologise publicly for his ankles." Brilliant. Annie Wilkes is Stephen King's favourite written character because she was always surprising to write, with unexpected depth and sympathy, which I completely agree with.
Oh, yeah.
Misery was almost turned into a Broadway play with Julia Roberts as Annie Wilkes. But King basically went, no, I don't think that's a good idea. But in 2015, there was a Broadway adaptation, which was quite a success, actually. Yeah. It starred Bruce Willis as Paul Sheldon, Laurie Metcalf as Annie Wilkes. I actually think that's brilliant casting.
Sure.
I do. James Caan had to stay in bed for 15 weeks of shooting.
Wow.
Rob Reiner picked up Kathy Bates getting more and more isolated as the shooting progressed and told Bates to leave Annie Wilkes behind when their day was done. So he's getting a bit...
Yeah.
In the original idea for the novel, Annie planned to kill Paul Sheldon by feeding him to Misery, the pig, and take the skin to bind the book he had written. The title would have been called Annie Wilkes First Edition. And that's it. That's all my facts.
Brilliant. Those are some good facts.
I recommend this film.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't say that it was so much horror film, although I could very, very understand why somebody would consider it a horror film.
Sure. But it is a very, very tense thriller.
Yes. It's not. It doesn't have like spooky aspects.
No, and it's not, particularly graphic.
No.
It's horrific in the sense of the situation.
Oh god, yeah. But I do still think this is a fantastic,
it's great
film and adaptation, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. Actually,
Yes, so did I. Really, really enjoyed it, and I was on the edge of my seat in the last for the last act. Even though I've seen it before. And yeah, it's on Netflix at the moment, so everyone should watch it now.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, and don't hobble people.
No.
That's
Don't
bad.
get any ideas.
If anything you've learnt from me and Freya today, don't hobble people.
Yes, that's an important message.
Give me some links and never hobble me.
All right. You can email us on fullmoviepodcast@gmail.com.
Do
you
it.
You can tweet us at fullmoviepoduk.
Tweet
and
us.
You can Instagram us at fullmoviepodcast.
Gram us up.
Indeed.
Is that what the kids are saying?
Sure, I don't know.
So we haven't done TikTok yet because I'm
God.
scared.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not up for it.
I don't know what to do. Okay, so two things.
Two things, okay.
Number one, the next episode will be on Tuesday, not Wednesday.
Yes.
We're going to do it early because somebody's buggering off.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah. But luckily she'll be back for Halloween, so I won't be completely alone or scared. So next episode is going to be released on Tuesday, in which we are going to be doing the 2008 horror film, The Strangers.
Aha.
Yes. Now, also, I think we might do another Instagram Live.
Yes.
Should we do that on Monday?
Yes.
What should we say? 8 or 9?
9.
9. Okay. So there you go. We've planned it. Hold on. You might hear me writing down with my pen. Instagram Live 9.
This is compelling listening for everyone,
Monday.
Took you a long time to write that.
26th.
Sure, why not?
Is it the 26th?
It's tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the date today?
Haven't got a clue.
Do you know what? I'm legitimately looking up the date today. And the date is the 25th. So it is the 26th.
Everyone's tuning out right now.
Don't tune out. Listen to me look at a calendar.
Listen to us. Do our admin.
So yes, Monday the 26th, 9 p.m, Instagram. Be there or be somewhere else.
Yep.
We're here to disappoint you.
We'll chat to you then.
Okay, toodles, everybody.
Bye.